Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. So basically what's going on right now is that I have no money and down and out. So what I decided to do, I decided to go commit a crime, So after I did that, I ended up behind the bars. When I ended up behind the bars, I realized I needed money to buy the things that I needed. And I had no access to money, but I was hoping, and I did call a few of my friends, which I thought were my friends. And I said, you know what, send me some money. A couple of them did for a little while, but as time went by, those friends I was calling to send me money, over time they ended up behind the bars just like me. Unfortunately, they were out there committing crimes and doing, unproductive things like what I was doing. So what ended up happening is my circle of financial resources started shrinking, because I realized that more and more of my friends was end up in the same predicament as me, where they needed money. They were once out in a free society. Now they're behind the bars like me. It's easy to come behind the bars, especially when you're out there on those streets. One thing about those streets, for example, I heard about it a long time ago, which I always knew. Okay, I'm hanging out with this dude I just met, real cool dude. I told him everything about me, just to let him know that, I'm about that life. I'm a real criminal. I know how to pull a trigger like a 6-year-old baby or a 5-year-old baby. Believe it or not, a baby that's 5 years old, I heard about it, 6 years old, 4 years old, could pull a trigger like a grown man in his teenage years, 18, 19, grown man, 20s, 30s. So basically what separates a grown man from a teenager or a baby, keep in mind what I said, you have a young person as young as 4 or 5 years old, just pull a trigger on a gun. And unfortunately, it's a bad result for the person on the other end. So basically, you have these, supposedly tough guys out here. So you know what? Oh, I'm a tough guy. Boom, boom, boom. King Kong. I know how to shoot someone. I know how to murder someone. I know how to kill someone. You know what I'm saying? But that's actually the same thing like a 4-year-old child, 5-year-old child, 6-year-old child was to find a weapon, for example, that their parents wasn't just had it out. Crazy. Don't forget entertainment purposes, but I'm just talking about reality. It's really like that. The point I'm trying to make on this video is like a lot of these individuals, young men, think I'm the tough guy. I could just pull a trigger and, kill someone and they're gone, which they are gone, they're dead. But the person who pulled the trigger would be dead eventually. Probably won't be right away. May take a couple of days, weeks, months, years. But eventually what happened, but here we go. But the point I'm trying to make is, they said a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old could find a weapon that the parent wasn't securing, and they could just pull a trigger and just, kill someone the same way. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. So the point I'm trying to make, these tough guys who think they're tough and big and bad, they actually know better than a big or better than a 3, 4-year-old, 5-year-old baby. They're actually in the same boat because all they're doing is just pulling the trigger. It's very easy to pull the trigger. It's a terrible thing, but it's really as easy as that. Because unfortunately, these individuals access the guns, and guns he's just pulling the trigger. It's not like these individuals walking to individual they have real problem with, and like beating them up, for example, with their arms and hands and feet. No, they're just basically doing the same thing that a baby can do, which is pull a trigger. Anyone could pull a trigger. I'm actually quite certain that maybe a raccoon, definitely a squirrel could pull a trigger too, definitely. If that weapon is probably fully loaded, we don't want to get too much to the graphics aspect of it, but I'm quite certain a squirrel, definitely a raccoon, a hamster, definitely a hamster could pull a trigger like these tough gangsters who's living on the streets could do the same exact thing. So basically, they're living like a hamster or like a rabbit. They could just not pull a trigger. Oh, I'm a big tough guy. I know how to pull a trigger. No, they do not. They just know how to go behind the bars. That's it. They don't know how to do anything else but go behind the bars and start crying like a baby. I want to get out. I want to get out. I didn't do it. Even though they did it. It's crazy like that though, but it be like that. I'm joking about it, but these tough guys are babies. Put them in the room by themselves, most likely they're gonna be scared of their own shadow. But either way, they want to take a life, but they don't want to go behind the bars. Keep in mind, once you take a life, it's like you're taking your own life in a sense. Don't forget that. Once you made up your mind, so I'm going to take someone's life, you might as well say, I'm going to take my own life in a sense. Because that's what's going to end up happening to you eventually. It might not be today or tomorrow, but guaranteed it will catch up to you. Till next time, guys, F Service TV, tell a friend, tell a friend. Don't forget, this is for entertainment purposes. This is like Twilight Zone. But it's really like that.